Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Gulfport number FR140D 5 3/4 heavy-duty floor anchor. Well, this is a floor anchor, and it's meant to be held this way. I was holding it this way. This is the proper way to hold a floor anchor like this. This is considered heavy-duty in the sense that maybe there's more steel, but what this floor anchor is, oh, well, it's made of steel with a corrosion-resistant sort of wipe coat galvanized. What this is an adjustable floor anchor. They don't call it that, even though they certainly know what it is. These slots in the back here are meant, when it's installed at the base of your jambs, to telescope or adjust, because you could literally have an opening where you have a welded frame, you've got welded in metal stud anchors, you have knowingly up front from your customer, he's going to tell you that floor is way pitched out. It's crazy. It goes 1 inch difference from strike jam to hinge jam, or from hinge jam to hinge jam. So what I've done in the past, and the way that these are meant to work, is that they're meant to telescope. So what I've done in the past is I've welded anchors onto the back, screws onto the back of the jams themselves, okay, and placed them within the stop with a flathead anchor placed into the stop that I've welded in. So now there are bolts projecting off the bottom of my frame. Fender washer, slide this over, fender washer with a nut or a wing nut. The point of that is you can take this and adjust it up and down. You can make it flush or you can drop it down. In that instance, because what do you have to do with that frame? It's got to be level, okay? It's got to be plumb in order for the door to hang. But when that floor is getting funny on you and you need a 1/2 inch, you can either take the anchors, I suppose, not installed at all. You could order your frames that way, I suppose, and then install them and weld them in position yourself. But what would be ideal is to have that preparation done, the nuts put on, they're tightened down tight, and then you can adjust them. Okay, that's what this anchor is for. And there are times when there's no other anchor that will do the job. Do you have to use it that way? Of course not. You can put that into your frame, weld it down, jam goes in place, shoot your frame down to the concrete sill, and you're finished. You're finished. Overall width, about 4 inch. Overall height, about 2 7/8. Overall depth of the frame, of the anchor, about 1 3/4 inches. Can you use this on smaller size frames? Yeah, of course you can. That is, 4 inch, so it'll work on a 4 3/4 jam depth. Although you would really want it a little bit small because you need to run that drywall back in, and you don't want the drywall to snag on anything. And depending on who the installer is, having that run too tight to the outside of the frame, not leaving you the room to slide your drywall in, could be a cause of contention. It could be an angry phone call for that sort of purpose. And I understand that. If you're building a 20-story building, you've got literally 200 frames to install, yeah, you're not going to want to have to, mess around with scraping your drywall on the leg. And plus that would, of course, compromise the condition and installation of technically of the opening as well. So you might trim that back. If you were doing a bigger sort of opening, 6 3/4, that'd probably be okay as well. If you wanted to take 2 of them and splice them together to do a 10-inch custom frame, do that as well. There you go. But a telescoping or adjustable is what type of floor anchor is what this one is. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Gulfport products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. The name Gulfport is synonymous with accessory hardware for the hollow metal industry. Whether you are someone like us who's a distributor who sells relatively smaller scale projects, piece parts to smaller projects, or you're a well-known national manufacturer of hollow metal and you source your components from Gulfport, a company who's set up to do it, that's what they do, and that catalog on the manufacturer's page will allow you to review all of their anchors and other piece parts for the hollow metal industry. There is also a catalog there that has some hardware in it, some security hardware, door reinforcing plates, some trim and auxiliary hardware, exit devices, vision frames are in there as well. If you have any questions on the Gulfport FR140D 5 3/4 heavy-duty floor anchor or any other Gulfport product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.